I know I had a lot of good fortune. I was very lucky. I was able to create a company, which I started out of an NYU dorm room, and we were able to grow it into the world's largest language solutions company with offices in 100 cities around the world and over $1 billion in revenue. But women and women leaders face a number of challenges. When I started with my partner, who is a man, whenever we would meet with a client in the early days, people just assumed before we even spoke that he was in charge and I was the assistant because I was a woman. So now, after 26 years in business, I'm focusing on helping support and empower women and investing in women entrepreneurs, and I do that because it's about making an impact, one person at a time. I mean, when someone tells me something I did, like something I said, changed their life, and it made them start their company or it made them take it to the next level, it's amazing. It's so meaningful to me. It's what it's all about. You know, we are a sisterhood. We must help one another, or else we will never get to where we need to be and deserve to be. It's so incredibly meaningful to be honored by the Jewish Women's Foundation. Our missions are aligned to help women and underserved, diverse populations so they don't go through what our mothers and our grandmothers did. They have so much to add, their brains, their talent, their ambition, and the next generation of women. My advice is to follow your passion, pursue your dreams, and just go for it. You can do it. I think nothing should stand in your way. I'm so excited about the work we're doing together, and I'm so excited about what we will continue to do to make the world a better place for all women.
I was a television correspondent for 25 years, and I think sometimes we don't see what we've achieved as an accomplishment, but as just something that is part of who we are and how we operate. Some of the biggest stories that I've covered would be the Boston Marathon bombing, the heroin epidemic, 9/11, many, many terrorism events, and you really get to understand the world in a very interesting way and how it's affecting people on a personal level. So being a journalist is in my blood, it's in my DNA. My mother was a writer and a journalist, and I had a lot more opportunities than my mother had. And I hope that my daughters will have more opportunities than I had. And I think the most important thing for women is to see possibility in everything. That there is nothing that a woman cannot achieve if she puts her mind to it and works hard to get there. That's the secret sauce. So when you look at all the work that the Jewish Women's Foundation of New York has done in terms of inspiring entrepreneurs and developing leadership, it is vital to moving the needle forward, to pushing boundaries, to setting new limits, or I should say just forgetting limits altogether, and just making everyone understand that, you know, we collectively can do this together. And gender equity, I think, will be much greater in my children's generation than it was in my generation. And I am so honored to be here with so many dynamic women who are leaders and entrepreneurs and artists and writers, and the passion that the women in this room bring is incredible. And to be a part of that, I'm incredibly grateful. This is a huge honor.
Well, you know, a lot of people are interested in what I accomplished in politics or what I accomplished running American Jewish World Service. From my point of view, my biggest accomplishments are 3 children, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Well, I was the first bat mitzvah at my synagogue, Park Avenue Synagogue on the east side. That's about 400 years ago. But that was a tribute to my mother, who fought for that to happen. So that was an early model for me. So during the time that I was in elected office on the city council and as borough president, and then running a Jewish international human rights organization, my biggest attention has been to marginalized populations. And then when you look inside some of those groups, you see that women suffer an additional level of discrimination and seem natural to fight against that. But wherever people are working, my advice to them is take a good hard look at the world we live in, at the continuing and severe evidences of injustice and inequity and recognize that things won't change without you. Yes, come say hello. He loves the lights. Hola, hola, how was school? How was school? Say hi. This is the youngest one right now in the family structure, and he's an exemplar of the people that I hope will grow up in a society that is fairer. Yeah, right, all of those lights, just to say that we hope that the world will be more just and more equitable. Okay? One of your questions when you ask why I keep doing this work, I would go back to saying because I have 3 children, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. And the world in which they are growing up is a world with immense problems. We're making progress, but the progress is ridiculously slow. And it was very exciting to me that the New York Jewish Women's Foundation, they were clearly from the beginning willing to invest in women who are doing significant work to go make a difference, see them as future leaders for the Jewish community and for the broader community, and invest not only in the work they're doing now, but invest in them and their professional development. And that was really exciting at this point in my life because it means there'll be more people doing the work afterwards.